Listeners, my name is Cliff Ratza, writing coach and author of the Lightning Brain series. Plus, I do sales and marketing consulting also. When I spoke recently with Quippy Quill's Robert Williams, he mentioned that many of his contacts like our podcasts. And he said some of his people would like to hear my thoughts on the connection between good health and good writing. That's when I will start recording. And I should mention that what's in the podcast should appeal to just about everyone, because good health helps in everyone's job and career. What you'll hear are not my disjointed, rambling opinions. No, they are a summary of what my simple scholar, syntopical style has extracted from a selection of relevant articles and videos. And I'll begin with what has readily been established for maintaining good health. Get enough exercise and rest. Don't overeat. Eat enough to satisfy your nutritional requirements by choosing more fiber-rich fruits and veggies and less red meat. By the way, I listened to an interview talking about people's year-end resolutions regarding exercise. The month of January is Fitness Center's December shopping spree for retailers, but only 13% of the public actually exercise regularly. And I'll add to that what I learned from a summary I read in the Monday, January 8th Wall Street Journal of the book Rethinking Diabetes, written by Gary Taubes. Here's a bullet point excerpt from the article. Diabetes is a growing worldwide chronic health problem. It's a cautionary tale for the medicalization of modern life, which unduly emphasizes pharmacology over diet and nutrition. We'd be much healthier if we ate better and took fewer drugs. Insulin, taken by pills or injection, is a miracle drug discovered in 1923 for alleviating diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is caused when a person's pancreas generates insufficient insulin to break carbohydrates into glucose, which is the fuel cells need. Type 2 is caused when a person's immune system keeps insulin from serving as the key that opens cells to let in insulin. And the review also says dietary fat has been given a bad rap. It plays an important role in a person's diet. A combination of peanut butter and honey gives lots of health benefits. And now I'll turn to mental health issues. One of the biggest is dealing with trauma. People tend to bury trauma or the episodes of trauma they've experienced. There are two types of trauma. External. Anyone can see the results. Example, domestic violence. Or internal. Seen or felt only by the individual. An example, anger for being passed over for a job promotion. And you can address trauma with the ECHO model, which has these components. Events, identify the major episodes. Context, articulate the setting. Homeostatic shifts, determine the changes to make. Outcomes, note the resultant behavior and feelings. And the combination of events and contexts determine what outcomes satisfy these three physiological needs. Safety, love, and the maintenance of your biometrics. Now let's consider the imposter the imposter syndrome. People who struggle with the imposter syndrome believe that they are undeserving of their achievements and the high esteem in which they are placed. In fact, they feel that they aren't as competent or intelligent as others might think, and that soon enough, people will discover the truth about them. Here are the potential causes: pushing too hard for perfection, comparing yourself to only high achievers, wanting to be only a superhero, shunning all help, needing to learn it all. Anyone who suspects they are suffering from the imposter syndrome should review the causes, decide which ones apply, and determine how to change your thinking or behavior to eliminate them. And here are recommendations for increasing your IQ. At one time, psychologists believed that genes and DNA determine it. But the thinking today is 50% inheritance, that's the genes and the DNA, and 50% from the environment. Those are the following activities in boosting your IQ. Here they are. Meditate, exercise, keep body weight low, and fast occasionally. Sleep just enough. Read widely every day. Work crossword puzzles, Sudoku, and word jumbles. Play Scrabble, chess, Othello, and Go. Write poetry. Expose yourself to new experiences that broaden your mindset and increase your points of view. Mindset is your set of beliefs, attitudes, ethics, approaches to relationship. It's a generalization of Myers-Briggs personality profile. The dimensions are where you get your energy, that's extrovert, introvert, how you gather information, sensing or intuition, how you make decisions, thinking or feeling, how you deal with the outside world, judging or perceiving. You should practice new skills, socialize, because relations will build cognition and emotional intelligence, as well as will help you generate brain-stimulating hormones. Consider taking brain-boosting supplements, electrical stimulation, or stem cell injections. Be careful with this one, though. Learn a new language. Play a musical instrument. And now I'll summarize some of the best recommendations for boosting imagination and creativity. When thinking creatively, you use your imagination to come up with original ideas and unusual solutions. Creative thinking involves analytical, problem-solving, organizational skills, and communication skills. When combined, these qualities help define and solve complex problems and deal with situations that one might encounter sometimes, maybe on a daily basis, in and out of work. Although some people are naturally born with the ability to perceive reality creatively, creative thinking is just like many other skills that can be developed over time. Taking the time to develop it might result in improving the quality of your work and greatly influence the way you approach complicated tasks. Consider following these steps if you want to develop or improve your creative thinking. Approach things with curiosity. Have an open mind. Consume content you wouldn't normally choose. Think about how things could be improved. Stimulate your brain. Observe others. Discuss ideas with your family or friends or at work with your team. Don't be afraid to let your thoughts loose. Focus on positivity and make time for practicing creativity. And I'll end this podcast with a final observation. The Western intellectual tradition suggests that in order to be a happy and healthy person, what we need to do most of all is to go out and subdue the world, secure resources, start businesses, run governments, gain fame, and conquer nations. Well, by contrast, the Eastern tradition has for a long while told us something very different. In both its Buddhist and Hindu strands, it has insisted that contentment requires us to learn to conquer not the world, but the instrument through which we view this world, namely our minds. So there you have it. I hope you found at least some of this helpful. And you can search for more information anytime you wish. And with that said, I'll say bye-bye for now.